Welcome back, everybody. Right, we're going to go to Wings of the Ted. 10, Wings of the Ted. We're a bit empty without Guy now.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey! Can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regalla is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kotallo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regalla's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So... After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... At least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first... we're going to stop Regalla.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me... a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regalla's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
It's all going to be okay.
You look busy.
My studies are a good distraction. Especially after Cauldron Gemini. Varl, Beta, Gaia... gone. And that's just the beginning. The Zeniths want to rob us of our future, too.
We won't let that happen. How are you holding up?
Varl's loss is heavy on everyone's mind. I didn't know him well, but I can see how much he meant to the others. Zoe and Erend seem to have taken to it the hardest, but I don't quite know what to say to them.
They need time to sort through it.
And what about you? Will time heal your wounds?
I don't know. I try not to think about it. Seems like everyone's ready to take the fight to the enemy.
Kotallo more than most. If I were this Regalla, I wouldn't want to cross him on the battlefield.
Regalla still has a lot of machines on her side.
That's where you come in, I suspect.
If my plan works. So, all of the tribes here are new to you?
Yes, I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tenakth. An entire culture based on the holograms of an ancient museum. There's much they've misinterpreted, not unlike the Quen. But still, there's a nobility to what they've become. They're honorable and fearless.
And deadly. Tilda, the Zenith that Beta mentioned, she was the one who rescued me.
Did she say why?
She knew Elizabeth Sobek. Seems to think helping me is honoring her in some way. She was willing to share information on both Silence's plans and the other Zeniths.
But you still don't trust her. Where I come from, the more valuable the knowledge shared, the higher the price extracted. I'd be careful if I were you, Aloy.
I should get going. Be ready to go on my signal, okay?
I won't let you down.
I know. And I haven't forgotten about the data on Leviathan. I'll let you know when I make it back to landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
Focus. It's Varl's. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one, but Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push him away. I failed Varl at Gemini. I should have pushed harder. I should have done more. I'd give anything to have him back. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. Now and always. All this time, I've been so focused on what Elizabeth was like, what she would do. I was wrong to hold Beta to that standard. I probably shouldn't even be doing it to myself. I'll try to do better.
What's hiding in this little... Oh.
Tilda's the one who rescued me. Same one that spoke to Beta when none of the others would.
Did she say why she said...
She knew Elizabeth Sobek. She was willing to...
But you still don't... Where I come, the higher the... I'd be careful. I'll try.
I thought you were gonna go fight some Tenakth.
I wanted to check in with you first.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just, picking up the pieces like everyone else. I'll be there when you need me.
I never doubted that.
Oh. Good. I'm glad you're back.
So am I. Do you think Zoe will be okay?
I don't think anyone's ever okay after losing the one they love. I can't tell you she's handling it better than I ever did. That keeps the rest of us level-headed.
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Kotallo.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong as it looked. Turns out it really is.
I know you hate waiting, but you'll have to stay back here a little longer.
Well, you go do what you gotta do, but are you okay? It's not just Varl we lost. Beta's gone. I almost lost it when I realized my sister had been taken by Dervahl back in the Sundom.
I'm getting her back. That's all that matters.
Understood.
I need to get going.
You better get there before Kotallo tries to take on Regalla's entire army by himself. Yeah, do me a favor. Don't go disappearing on us again.
I'll do my best.
Over here, Aloy. We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and further east to the Nora sacred lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the sea rises, as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them. I'll try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a Sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regalla will never forget.
All right.
Oh no, I've got enough trouble with it.
Override installed. Now to find a Sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain. My fingers feel stiff in this cold. Okay, I need to find a Sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain. This'll break my fall. Good. There are Sunwings up here. I'll have to approach them quietly.
Feels like Avatar.
Got it.
This is it! I'm in the air!
Hilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines referred to as Tolnecs. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
Oh yeah. Cool.
There's a Tolnec. Need to get on top of its head. Now, how to land this thing. Made it. Okay, Tilda. I've overridden the tall neck.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regalla's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
Whoa!
Uh-huh.
Get used to that.
Not gonna lie, this is pretty cool.
There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back. Got the cell. Now on to the Grove. Pulse from the tall neck should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any Horus I fly to. It'll be useful, even after I deal with Regalla.
Oh, we're doing this all in one. Okay. Okay, so circle stops.
All right, here we go.
Regalla's inside. Kara will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here it goes.
Is that... It's Aloy! She flies on the wings of the Ten.
The tide has turned! Push through! End of the line, Hakaru. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regalla! Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
There we go. Pit fight.
Now you show strength! If you want my...
All right, so that's how it's gonna be.
That is left of your story! Are you here to play or fight? This is where it ends!
Yeah, it is.
Soon your blood will be mine!
Pain subsiding.
You bleed milk! Your skin shall part! Your blood shall flow!
Come on. Oh, come on, really?
Gonna keep me on my feet.
Here I am again, on my knees before bootlets and cowards. Go ahead, run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the Ten. You who challenged her. By our rights, you must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die. I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes.
Whatever. Ridiculous.
My blood is yours.
Oh my god,
Your
just like that.
enemies are mine.
Oh my word. Come
Meet
on.
us at our stronghold.
Makes no
In the
sense.
mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room.
Silence.
He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regalla.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regalla's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regalla gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead. May it keep you safe.
Thank you.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tenakth for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tenakth army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late. Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board. So head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
Yeah, damn Skippy.
So, Aloy, you've added yet another deed to your name, and I'm guessing by the look in your eyes that you're not done yet.
Not quite.
Is there anything we can do? We owe you that much.
After everything you've been through, you're one of the best people to support Hikaru's bid for peace. Not just between the clans, but with the Carja too.
Then I will. You have my word.
And until my last breath, I'll make sure the tribe remembers all that you've done for us.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation.
A lesson about courage.
So yeah, turning in these gets us a legendary
Can I ask you something?
blast sling, I think.
Of course.
The sun sling, I think it's called.
Hey, I have some more of the voices you're looking for.
I'm sure I can learn much from them.
Yeah. There we go.
That's the last of the voices I can detect.
You found them all. I was worried that the Delvers would have looted them before they could be recovered. The voices of these ancient soldiers deserve to be held in honor, not sold as entertainment. I will make sure everyone who comes to listen knows that it was you who saved them for us. From one recording to all these, now I have the chance to learn so much about this forgotten war. Thank you. It will make me a better soldier, a better Tenakth.
Okay, Wings of the Ten it's called. It is a blast sling. It does blasty blasty and sticky sticky. Which is obviously better than that one. Oh, that's fire, so... Where's the other blast sling? There we go. Accelerate, hover up. Okay, R1. Cool. Cool, man.
Join JTF-10 for a tribe owes you a great debt.
Aloy. You up for a game of Strike later? Okay. But you should know that I got some.
And so the Wings of the Ten found us when things were at their direst.
I'm not some legend come to life, Chitaka.
That may be, but we will always be in your debt.
Okay, let me
So many marks for that.
What do you mean? The only one mark. Kill.
I'll put that one right there.
Aloy! Over here!
You doubted the chief's word?
I mean, it was a vision that no one else could ever see. He could have said whatever he wanted.
Well, it's a good
So,
thing you're not.
I've been thinking. I'm going to petition to join the Chief's Guard.
What brought this up? Don't think I've forgotten about our bet.
With everything that's happening,
Oh, come on.
for the clan, the tribe.
Come on. The arena match with the Frost Claw. I'll join too then.
I wasn't asking.
I know. You're a scab.
May your blade be bright.
Guarding the Memorial Grove? Maybe even catching some fights in the arena. Come on.
I guess it would be nice to have a friend there. That settles it then.
But you should know that I got some new pieces.
So, I've been thinking. I'm going to petition to
Think you have time for a lowly commander? She who flies on the wings of the Ten?
Everything that's happened, I feel like I need to do more. For the clan, the tribe.
Okay. I'll join you then.
Aloy, never doubted you knew how to make an entrance, but that, ooh, that was something else.
Didn't think I'd find you here.
You know, I just thought a battle that'll be sung about for generations wouldn't sound as epic if the Desert Commander were missing. I would not have shown Regalla mercy.
Caro keeps his head.
Even Outlanders challenge.
Lawbreaker. For the wings
There's
of
the
the
Nora
Ten.
warrior everyone's talking about.
Strike true as the 10. Stand strong.
Okay.
The 10, she's clear to enter.
No, let me think. Look at the list. Okay, black box is done. Ornaments. Let's go trade the final ornaments in. And then we'll get started on finish off the hunting ground and do the all the rebel camps.
You're dead.
Well, that's wouldn't you like to know?
Not impressed with those lights at all.
Anyone look
I bet he gives us the key to that.
Aloy, this old wordsmith is always happy to see you. These wintry lights have brought some good cheer to everyone. I caught Abaddon humming to himself. I can take any ornaments off your hands, if you found any.
Here.
So, what'll it be?
Did them.
Let's put this one up.
By our heroine's word, the lights would dazzle the sky. This is stranger than a spark in a puddle. What kind of festival celebrates bats?
Yeah.
By the forge during the party, what did they feast on? Oh, and before I forget, help yourself to the contents of that chest over there. For our heroine had dared the challenges of the West, recovering lights long lost.
So there is one more we've not seen.
Riches and rewards in kind.
I'm not quite sure I live up to all that, but thanks.
So she entered. So.
Yeah. Sure, we did more then. Valentine's, Easter, we definitely did Easter, we definitely did Valentine's. More. New Year's Eve.
Let's go with this one.
I'll get right to it.
Good one to end on.
Fireworks like Morelands. And all that other stuff floating around. Is that snow?
Don't think so.
Dust?
No.
Hail?
I think it's just sparkles.
Oh. Interesting.
There it is. Ancestors return. Yep, shredder gauntlet. Very nice.
Don't worry, you're pretty. Hey, that's her. She's the one that dealt with the bristlebacks. Eyes up here. I was told you
Ah, Red. Just who I need.
You know her? Great. Then tell her that going out there is a bad bet.
Well, you tell him he better crank out what he knows before I pummel him in.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down, Della. What's going on?
It's my sister, Boomer. She ran off into the desert. We had a fight. I told her we'd discuss it in the morning after we both had time to cool off. But when I woke up, she was gone. And Spectacles over here was the only one to see her leave. But he refuses to tell me which way she went.
You can't go striking off into the desert. You'll get lost. And if thirst doesn't kill you, the Vanishing Dread will. You know what happened to the Delvers who went out there last? No, you don't. No one does, because they didn't come back.
Well, what about my sister? She's out there all alone.
Maybe she's a sunk cost.
I'm asking you, Red. Help me find her.
What's the Vanishing Dread?
That's what Stemmer calls the machine that stalks the sands out there. Sometimes you'll see it in the distance. A stationary blur of metal. It'll stay like that for hours. And then the next time you look, gone. Like it was never there.
But what kind of machine is it?
Don't know. No one's ever gotten close enough to find out. A few of those delvers went out there once, but all they found was a bunch of sand dunes. But I don't care what it is. It's not gonna stop me from finding my sister.
The argument you had with Boomer? What was it about?
Well, it started out as the same old spark and boom. I found her tinkering with one of my prototypes, trying to add explosives, as usual. And when I reminded her that the last time she did that, she nearly burned the whole place down, she just looked at me and shrugged. Then we got into this whole scorched out mess about why we had to leave Chainscrape and come out here. Why, for the love of the Forge, she has to blow everything up.
And what did Boomer say?
Well, that's the thing. She didn't say anything. She just sat there, ignoring me. Even when I went to bed, not a word. And then, when I woke up in the morning, she was gone. She's never done that before. But knowing her, she's gonna get in some kind of trouble out there. And that's why I need to find her.
What brought you and Boomer out west?
Ah, that. There was an accident in Chainscrape.
An explosive accident?
Well, you know how Boomer is. So we grabbed our tools and skipped town. Heard about a caravan striking out west after some passage got reopened. Decided to join up.
But why come out here? You could have gone anywhere.
Can't really go back to the claim, and anywhere else is a little too inhabited. At least out here, there's less chance of collateral damage. Besides, this place is gonna be a destination one day, right? Dad always said, get in early.
If you think I can be bribed, know that I only take shards up front, no credit.
Maybe we got in too early.
If Boomer's lost in the desert, I might be able to find her.
I'm coming with you. All this is my fault anyway.
But you'll die.
Where did you last see her?
I suppose if you're with her, the odds of survival do go up. I thought I saw her heading towards the metal arches east of here.
Then that's where we'll start. I'll meet you at the arches.
Okay. Join me there as soon as you can.
Might be a while. Right. What was that? Okay. So the last thing I want to do just before we finish is see if that girl met up with her brother.
So, how about all this sand, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this heat.
Oh yeah, this heat.
It's really hot.
Hot.
Steel Flame, look what the desert winds blew in.
I'm standing right here, Porgy.
Stop calling me that.
You used to love that name. Porgy's lucky I came out west. This place needs a lot of work.
Ha! You should have seen when we first got here. It was just a puddle in the sand.
Well, this ain't much of an improvement.
You! I know you see me.
So you got any? He does. Let's buy a stack of that just before we go. Well, in fact, I'll end it there. So in between the next episode, I'm going to go do the hunting ground. I'm going to just do that one offline. You've already seen me try it a couple of times. So I might have to grind at it a bit. And then when we come back, I'll be hitting all of the rebel camps. I will get those done and get the bow. So thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.